My name is Amit and I'm CEO and founder for Listeners. We are a mental health startup company and by profession I'm a software engineer. I'm ex-Wipro, ex-IBM, Oracle certified expert, a short stint with United Nations Men Engaged program, trained on gender and masculinity under late Kavlam Bhasin, and a master's in sociology. So fast forward, I was preparing for UPSC here in Delhi. I resigned from my job and there I had a first-hand experience where one of my friend's younger brother, 19 years old, coming from a small town, Shahjahanpur in UP, ended his life. He died by suicide. And the reason will relate to a lot of you. So he was having an infatuation with a 15-year-old girl, a short altercation, and this boy says, "मैं मर जाऊंगा," and the girl doesn't know how to handle this kind of emotional turbulence, and she says, "मरना है तो मर जाओ, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता." After a few hours, this boy escapes his home, and next 24 hours, किसी को नहीं पता था where he was. Unfortunately, he came in front of a train and we lost a young soul, and his real sister was with us preparing for UPSC in Delhi, and that was the first time I had a first-hand experience of how mental health issues emerge and impact. So fast forward, we are Listeners and we are working in B2C, where we are trying to reach out to people directly who are facing mental health issues. And during our research and studying about the mental health space in India, we found that most of the startups, they have their priorities. But we found that a lot of startups are working in metros, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune. A lot of traffic also comes from these cities. But जब हमने थोड़ा सा research किया, I personally visited some मानसिक स्वास्थ्य चिकित्सालय in Agra, Varanasi, Bareilly, a place where I come from. We found that there is a huge rise in people visiting to these facilities, and that was also a turning point, a learning for us, that it's not just A-grade metro cities, but B and C grade cities who need intervention. So, okay, a small question. What do you think is the most toughest terrain in India to work on mental health care? Any state, any name of the state that comes up in your mind? Sorry? Wonderful. So we have somebody, a gentleman who has some understanding, and it's J&K. So we were sitting in our office and deciding on which is the toughest terrain in India to work on mental health care. And within the next 7 days, we decided we are going to do a mental health and awareness campaign in J&K. We reached out to state government of J&K through Lieutenant Governor Mr. Manoj Sinha. He has been a lot of motivating force, collaborated with Directorate of School Education and did our 6 days long mental health awareness campaign in J&K, trained 600 government school students and 88 government school teachers. So can you please move the slide? I'll just show you the pictures because picture speaks louder than words. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Yeah, so this is what we did in J&K, and I would sincerely like to thank my colleague, Dr. Puneet Jain. He's sitting there, and he is one of the founding members of Listeners. And believe me, it was very, very difficult in J&K. You won't understand how many problems we face, and we had a team of 6 people visiting J&K, and just before the travel date, for example, if we are going on 24th, on 23rd we came to know that there are only 3 left. 3 backtracked from Delhi, and then we went there. There was one local therapist there, and she also backtracked, and finally it was 2 or 1 more local therapist who joined later. So it was 3, but yes, we did it, and it was a wonderful experience. Since then, the journey has been great, and we are working with direct people. We are listening to their stories and crafting our solutions. Can you please proceed? Yes. So this is how we are working. So this is what This is a Nukkad Natak. At times when we come from elite or a privileged background, okay, and we think that our language is the language that people understand. Believe me, you just go out of IIC and stop a auto driver or a Uber driver and ask what mental health is. He would just have an idea that शायद ये पागलपन से related होता है. Nothing more than that. So we thought, why not try to convey the message in the language that people speak. So there we collaborated with Nukkad Natak Sanstha, and this is the awareness campaign we did right in the Karol Bagh among the UPSC aspirants. The script was for UPSC aspirants because they have a lot of mental health issues, the stress and all. So this is something we are trying to raise awareness with, but in the language and the places where people actually hang out, in the languages that actually people speak. So please proceed. Okay, so yes, this is again a teacher training program. I think Dr. Puneet Jain would also be there. So after training those 600 students in J&K, we also decided to craft a module where we can train teachers so that they can pick on signs and symptoms of students in distress. I take just 30 seconds to tell you what kind of agony and pain these people there in J&K live in. So there was a boy, he was 28 years old, and we met him through a principal. And he was just 4 to 5 years old when an operation happened. Fast forward, he was traveling with his grandfather, and there was a collateral loss. Some bullet hit his grandfather. The whole blood was on this 5 years old. The security personnel started the cleaning operation, and they thought both of them have died. Now they were shifted to the hospital. The boy, 4 years, was soaked in blood, but that blood was of his grandfather. And they finally found out that no, only the grandfather has lost his life and the boy is alive. Since those 4 years to 28 years, imagine the trauma that this boy has been carrying in his life. And there is no avenue. I don't think there are a lot of mental health professionals working in J&K. So that is kind of pain of just one person in one state of India. I hope you understand the gravity of the problem we have to cater to. Please, you can proceed with the next slide. Okay, so this is how we are working with the Delhi government. These are the Delhi government schools, and here we are doing direct workshops for the government school students. Why I emphasize on government school students? Because we can also go to private, because still there is a concept of equity that I see. The resources available to the government schools are far lesser than the resources available to the private institutions. So our primary motto is first to reach out to the downtrodden, the powerless, those who have lesser resource at disposal. Please go ahead. We are working in the slums. We are reaching out to our partner organizations, going to Noida, Delhi, NCR, and directly working with the women self-help groups in the slums. Please proceed. Okay, then we have our MOU with Delhi University and a lot of other work. You can proceed. Yes, proceed. These are the corporate workshops that we do. Please proceed. This is how, this is one of our very important initiative. We collaborated with Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and we did a project Rehbar for Indian Railways, where we provided psychosocial support to the victims' families who lost their lives in the train accident in 2023. Please proceed. This is all a small introduction of the team, not needed. Work speaks louder than the team. So over to you. Thank you so much for your valuable time and listening to us patiently.